Hey guys, welcome back to our Java programming tutorial. This is what we did last time. We formatted our output and worked with strings. And today we are going to talk about different conditions. So we'll have different cases that we can test for. And if one case becomes true, we will do certain number of actions, and if it doesn't or some other case is true, we will do something completely different, and we'll just go ahead and create a new class which we will call conditions. um, and of course, as always, we will start our main method up here, um, like this. And let's just create a number of values we can work with to start. Let's create an integer which will be our um, to be checked integer, um, and let's just go ahead and make it 5, and then we create a to be checked with integer which we will first also have as 5. And now let's say these these values aren't just some values we just defined. Let's just pretend they are user input values. So we we ask the user enter two numbers, and we want to check if the numbers are equal to each other. We want to tell the user the numbers you entered are equal. And if they are not, we want to tell the user that the numbers he entered are not equal to each other. So the way we do that is by asking our program if two numbers send in a certain relation to each other. So, the basic um, what we do is basically compare two numbers, for example, in this case, and the different usages. The different comparisons we could make is checking for equality, which will be done by using two equal operator signs. Not just one, because one, as you know, is used when saving a value to a variable. We need two. We can ask if a value is smaller than the other, or if it's larger than the other. And in that way we can also check for larger or equal and smaller or equal. So in our case, we want to check if to be checked is equal to be checked with. And what we do is we create another block inside these curly braces. Just like everything in our class is shift a little to the left and is in curly braces, and then everything in our main method is in curly braces and then shift a little to the left. So the everything inside this if block is also in these curly braces, and it's shifted a little to the left so that we can spot it easier. And what it means is everything inside these braces will only be executed if the numbers to be checked and to be checked with are equal to one another. So in this case, as we said, we want to tell the user that the numbers you entered are equal. Okay, so we're not gonna do anything more right now in this scenario. We just go ahead and save and run, and the numbers are equal. But what happens if we change one of the numbers to be 6, then we won't have any output because, well, the if case doesn't become true, and well, nothing happens. We don't want that. So the thing we do is we create an else case. So whenever the first whatever if is checking for isn't true, we will do whatever is in these curly else braces, which is another logical block. And well, in this case, we'll just print out well, the numbers aren't equal. So starting this will give us the output the numbers aren't equal. Just to be sure it still works, let's just go back and make this a 5, save, and run, and the numbers are equal again. But, well, the output the numbers aren't equal isn't very specific, you know? Numbers are equal is very specific, but numbers aren't equal isn't. Which one's larger? Which one's smaller? Why aren't they equal? So what we want to do is we want to give an output which one is larger if they aren't equal. So we don't want an else case because we still want to make a more well different levels of outputs. So what we can do is create, and I'll put it here to make it easier to see, is create an else if. What happens is that if the if isn't well, wait a second. If the if isn't well, if this isn't true, then we'll check the second block if this one's true, and what we'll have to do, of course, is put some condition in here as well. So let's, as we said, we can have smaller, larger, smaller equals larger equals. So what we do is if to be checked is smaller than to be checked with, we'll just make an output stating that the first number was larger. And in the third case, which would then be to be checked is larger than to be checked with, we will say, well, the second number is larger. Go ahead and test if it still works. Well, they're the same. And now, well, now the first number should be larger. And yeah, alright, we kind of did it the wrong way around. Let's just go ahead and try it again. The first number was larger, and now the second number will be larger. Right, so this works, but well, in the first scenario, when we only had two cases, we used if and else, and well, the thing is, the last case doesn't really have to be checked, right? Because if this isn't true and that isn't true, well, this has to be true. So we can save some time for ourselves and the program and just delete this, and we're back with the else case. and the second number is larger should still be displayed. And it does. So this is the basic, conditionals, different cases. We can do a lot with that. And well, we talked about having user input up here, which we kind of just imagined this time. But what we'll do next time is design our program. This existing program will add the functionality of handling user input. So we're going to ask the user to enter some numbers, and then we'll work with the input numbers. Thanks for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed it, and tune in next time.